Hey, what's up everyone? For this video, I will be giving my opinions on what I believe to be biblical prophecy likely playing out before our eyes. I think that this could be what's going to happen. Right now, we see President Trump and his peace treaty or peace deal that he has called the deal of the century that he has had for many years. He used Jared Kushner and some of his senior advisors to negotiate and complete this plan. So Jared Kushner went over to the Middle East, and he went over there for several days. He held several meetings. No matter what's going on right now, Iran has now declared war on Israel. Iran has declared war upon the country of Israel. They said it's war now. And I don't know if this is just a rumor or official declaration of war, because many times Iran has spoken and stated they're going to destroy Israel, and they never did. Thankfully. But I do know there's a Bible verse that states, they'll go in by night, and by morning the enemies of Israel shall be destroyed. Now, I don't know whether this is by God or whether he is going to use us and other nations that are allies of Israel to protect them, like when Israel was established, or what. But I do know that's what it states. The enemies of Israel will be defeated by morning. The armies will go in, by morning they'll be defeated. But what we see playing out, and what I believe to be happening, is we see this deal. President Trump now, apparently, they say that it's not going to be a two-state solution. It's looking like one. Now that he's got the deal going, it's looking as though he's going to keep Israel as one state. Now, in the Bible, it states, they have split up my land. That's the only way to bring peace, but yet that's the way that it's a false peace. So what I see playing out is the beginning of a peace process that doesn't turn out like they want. You see the Middle East burning flags of Israel, burning Israeli flags right now. There's unrest in the Middle East. The European economy is collapsing. There's a civil war, according to RT News. A civil war is playing out right now in Europe, in the European countries, because they want their leadership overthrown, and they don't like, half of them don't like the leadership, half of them do. And they're now in a civil war. It's leading toward a countrywide civil war, not a countrywide, but a continent-wide civil war in Europe, because they don't like their leadership and they want it overthrown. So the same thing in Venezuela. Some are stating that Venezuela, the satellite got knocked out. That's what some claim. And now their electricity's out. The satellite that controls their electricity. Others, which I believe to be the most likely scenario, is that the leader has shut off the electricity to the country of Venezuela because he wants political power. That's the thing that I think is happening. But whatever the case, they're out of electricity. And you see all of these disasters causing economic toll around this world. $1,200,000,000 in damage in the state of Iowa alone in the United States from this recent flooding in Minnesota, Missouri, Mississippi. And what we see playing out, that's taking an economic toll. Right now we're seeing a huge economic toll, an economic crisis. Even though the economy is the greatest it's been in a long time, jobs are the greatest they've been in a long time, thanks to this presidency, he's doing a great thing for us, for the people of the United States and the people of Israel. He really is. He's doing a lot for us. And I think if someone else is elected next time, it'll be utter chaos. But I do believe prophecy is happening naturally right now before our eyes. What I believe to be happening is all of this chaos around this world. I'm not saying it is. I'm just speculating. But all of this chaos happening worldwide right now, and economic collapse, economic turmoil, and political chaos and violence. Right now, as President Trump is upholding the rights of the people of the United States and the rights of Israel. He said that this world is too anti-Semitic, the leadership is anti-Semitic, Democrats are anti-Semitic, and they will not uphold the rights of Israel and the Jewish people. President Trump, he upholds the rights of the Jewish people and the people of Israel. He calls them God's people, which they are, and that's God's land. President Trump has tried to bring peace around this world. Well, now we see, because he's doing that, Kim Jong-un decides, oh, this is a great opportunity for me to get back on the bandwagon and start shooting missiles. So Kim Jong-un has reinstated his nuclear program. He never canceled it to begin with, just pretended like he was so we would secede to his demands. But what he's doing is now shooting up missiles again and restarting or continuing his nuclear program and his nuclear testing site. And right now, with the turmoil with Russia right now, Russia is starting to gain power again as a Soviet type of Soviet Union. But we're keeping our ties with Russia. It seems like we're keeping our ties with them. Secretly, I think we're keeping our ties with Putin and Russia without stating it. But we'll see. But I think what's happening right now is all of this chaos and President Trump's peace deal that's happening for Israel. He's doing the right thing for Israel, but I think and the United States. But I think what's happening is it has upset the Muslims and upset this entire other world. The United Nations had an emergency meeting yesterday saying, we do not recognize the Golan Heights as Israeli territory. We do not recognize what you just did last night, the executive order you put into place and signed. We don't recognize it. That's what the Muslim majority nations got together and said. That's what Islamic Brotherhood got together and stated, and the United Nations got together and stated they don't recognize President Trump's executive order, the Golan Heights belonging to Israel. So I believe that what's happening with this peace treaty or peace deal that seems to be quote-unquote unraveling, but yet they're still going along with it. President Trump, hey, he's talking to Netanyahu of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, and they're talking together right now. They're still going along like nothing is even happening, like that's not even happening. They're starting the building of the third temple. They're starting the blueprints. They showed the groundwork for it, and they're planning the third temple right now, and it's going to be done regardless. But whatever peace treaty he has, they said it might not go over so well for the next administration, whatever plans he makes. Unless President Trump gets in there this time again. And even if he does, the next administration won't like what he's done. But what I think is happening, I know I've stated this many times, and you're probably getting tired of me saying what I think is, but just bear with me. What I think they're doing, I think that this is playing out perfectly into prophetic hands. And I think 2030 is going to be a very final pivotal point in prophetic terms, prophetic times. What seems to be happening is President Trump's peace treaty. This world hates it so badly, even though it's in the right for Israel, it's in the right for us, but this world hates it so badly. And the Muslim nations are up in arms about it, and it's caused so much turmoil. Iran saying, I'm going to war with with Israel now. And Israel trading fire with Iran, Syria, and Hezbollah, and Palestine, and the West Bank, Gaza, and all those areas going to war with Israel right now. And Israel's got their troops on the ground. Their tanks are ready for battle. I think what we're seeing is this peace treaty that brings in a peace for Israel, a peaceful nation for Israel. But I think that the rest of this world hates it so badly that the final Antichrist is going to come in very, very soon next. I think very soon after this peace treaty that Trump signs, President Trump begins, it's the best for Israel. And I think whoever comes in next, I think this world leader is going to come in and say, the economic toll is in such shambles. The state of the economy in the majority of the countries worldwide is from disasters and everything is in such ruins, and that the economy in the Middle East is in such crisis. The violence in the Middle East is spreading, all because President Trump decided to give Israel to the Jewish people and Hezbollah to the Jewish people, or the Golan Heights, I should say, to the Israeli people, and the one-state solution. And I guarantee, because it says in the Bible, they will split up my land, I'm sure it will happen. But President Trump's not doing that, it seems. So that means the next person, or the world leader that comes in, very, very soon. I think the final Antichrist will be coming in very soon, about the time when the temple's built and all of that. I think that probably 2030, who knows, around that time. I feel that's a pivotal point. But I think the next group of people are going to lay the groundwork for this. And I think what's happening right now is President Trump's peace treaty seems so bad to the Muslim majority, the Muslim people, and to the rest, to the United Nations and the European Union and all of those people. It seems so bad to them. So someone's going to step up and say next, or very soon, and probably say, hey, I have a real peace treaty, a peace plan. I'll give you exactly what you want. Let's split up Israel. Let's give Hezbollah, or let's give the Golan Heights back. Let's make the Palestinian state two-state solution. Let's do what the Bible says, and let's split up Israel. They've split up my land. That's what it states. And let's split up Israel, and I'm going to fix the world economies. Everything's going to look so great. Someone's going to come in here and just state they're going to fix it all, or seemingly act as though they're going to fix it all. And I think that'll be the final Antichrist. Everything's going to seem so bad right now because the Middle East is in turmoil and people are fighting over Israel being at peace, and President Trump doing what God would want, and prophecy is going to unfold naturally. And I think it's unfolding naturally right now to lay the groundwork for what comes next. To lay the groundwork, the blueprints, I guess, so to speak, for what comes next. I don't know for sure, but I think it's leading toward the next world leader or the next person to come in and state, here, I'm going to take you out of this crisis. I'm going to fix this crisis. It's going to seem so bad because President Trump's doing what's right for Israel and what God states. And he said the Jewish people are important. And the United States is important. He's working for us and he's working for Israel. And it states now that Damascus will become a pile of a ruinous heap. It will become a crater. It will become a pile of a ruinous heap. So someone has got to bomb and completely destroy the ancient city of Damascus first. Someone does have to do that. That's almost been done several times. Several cities in there have been, several buildings have been in ruins, but it hasn't become a crater, as I remember prophecy stating it would become practically just a crater, a ruinous heap. But this administration is working for Israel. The Middle East hates it so badly. They don't like this peace treaty that he's making for the United States and Israel. I think whoever comes next, someone's going to come in as a leader and state, I'm going to fix it. Boom, two-state solution, temple. Let's build the, then they use the temple, then they build the, then they make the peace treaty, false peace, fake peace for the Middle East. And remember, 7 years after the previous solar eclipse in 2024, another one passes through the United States. And 2031 is 7 years later. So, just think about that. And 2030 is considered the Sustainable Development Agenda deadline. Agenda 2030. I've got a lot to talk about, a lot more. But give your thoughts. Peace. And I love you all. Sounds like it's about to start pouring rain on me. It wasn't supposed to rain, but, well, not till late tonight. Into tomorrow, but looks like it's going to. Anyway, peace, much love. That's my thoughts on this. If you'd like to support, my links are below. I love you all. Give your thoughts. Bye.